up me ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. So, this deck, lots of talk about this deck in the community. It's very timely, and I'm pleased that, you know, we've been able to get it around the time of Samhain, because very often decks are released and then you can't get them around the time that you want them. Case in point, Nightmare Before Christmas tarot, which arrived and then went out of stock on the same day, which happens a lot on places like Amazon and Book Depository, etc. So this is the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle, and the date of filming this is a few days before Samhain. It's the 27th today, so there's a few days to go before the veil is at its thinnest. But I do like to work with kind of Halloween-y, almost, I don't know, creepy type of decks. So I've been working with my dead weight, and this is an oracle that I want to use. Usually I will pull from the Halloween oracle, which I've used for probably the last three Samhains, but this is in a nice two-part box. Hoping that the lighting is okay. Nice and sturdy, lovely kind of cold stamp in here with the red witch, and this is the back. So it says, harness the intuitive power of the year's most magical night. And then it talks about Samhain. Samhain is one of the most potent and magical nights of the year, which absolutely. So you get a really thick book. This is a lovely book. It's by Rockpool, and Rockpool over the last couple of years have really started to bring out some great decks. Let's just have a quick look at the book. This is nice and thick. It's 176 pages. It is full colour. So for the cards, you get quite a bit of information. So here we have Dark Moon, and then we have keywords, which is new beginnings, letting go. In the dark of your heart lives new breath, waiting for you to release its ghost. Wow. And then you've got all this right up here, then you get a little bit for the reversed. So let's have a look at the content. So as we can see, Seasons of the Witch, Samhain Oracle. Wouldn't it be cool if there's going to be Seasons of the Witch and then, you know, Beltane or Beltane, wherever you're from, or Yule? That would be cool. So as you can see here, it's 2020, so it's a new deck. And then we have a little bit about the authors at the beginning. I love this book, about the illustrator, about the authors, some acknowledgements, introduction, then a bit about the cards, some spreads, and then it goes through each of the oracle cards alphabetically, and there's 44 ending with wolf. So about the authors, Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz. And then the illustrator is Giada Rose, Kentucky-based illustrator. And then, I love the way this book's printed. Some acknowledgements. Look at this. And then the introduction. Juliet and I had no idea what we were going to do when we first decided to write an oracle deck. We both had a dream to become tarot and oracle writers. During one of our phone conversations, the answer came to us when Juliet said, I heard the word wheel. And at the same time, I said, what about the wheel of the year? the concept for Season of the Witch was born. So I think this will be one of many. This will be cool if there's one for each Sabbath of the wheel. And great to start with what represents the new year. Samhain, you know, is the representation of the pagan new year. Season of the Witch Samhain Oracle is the first stop on a long journey ahead. We intend to write a deck for every Sabbath. Hey, that's fantastic. That will be amazing. And I've always wondered why people haven't done that before. Juliet and I take our seasonal practice very seriously and feel that there aren't enough resources available to help witches work with the energy of each Sabbath. This series of deck is crafted to introduce and familiarise you with the various powers available during each...
Just a moment.
Excuse me, don't know why. What I said to set Siri off. So this deck is This series of decks is crafted to introduce and familiarise you with the various powers available during each holiday of the wise. There are many layers of beauty, magic and healing that can be found in each season, and you discover these energies more deeply and in a playful way. I won't read it all, but I am so over the moon that this is the first of many. Whether they'll be able to get them all done in a year, I don't know. Look at the illustrations are wonderful. This is a beautiful book. Then we go into card spreads. So 3 card spreads, and the different types of 3 cards: past, present, future, 1 month ahead, 3 months ahead, a year ahead. I like that. Today's themes, today's blessing, today's obstacle, mind, body, spirit, embrace, continue, release. So there's some good ones there. Interview spread, graveyard spread, spiritual counsel, reclaiming my power. There's a lot here. Rotten apple spread, transformation spread, weekly outlook spread, the witch's tool spread, moon phases, shadow spread, healer spread, coming of winter spread, and the Athame spread. And then it goes into each of the cards. Wow. And then each of the cards are represented here. So lovely, nice, chunky book. But let's have a look at the cards. So you can download your free Rockpool Oracle Reading Cards app. Okay. Pop the book in there. Loving the black and red backs. Again, oh, and the gilded. Look at that. How beautiful is that? This wasn't an expensive deck. I think this cost me £14, which is very inexpensive, really. And for the quality of this deck, cards are nice. They're flexible. They are a little bit glossy, but they're not thick gloss. But this is a beautiful, I love these backs with the hands, the moon, wonderful. And the lovely dark red and black, and how it's complemented with the red gilding. Okay, so let's have a look at each of these cards then. So let's have a look. I'm not going to read all the verses out of every card because that could take a while. But what I love is that you get the image, then you get the title, All Hallows Eve, and then the number. But you also get this, it's almost like a little poem or an invocation. So call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. Cast an unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. So you get that without even, you know, having to go to the book. You're just pulling a card, and these will be great to put out on your altar over each of the Sabbats as these decks come out. So if we look at the first one, All Hallows Eve, So you get that same quote there, but you get some keywords, emotion, summoning, and then you get all this write-up as well. So there's lots of information. I think that's so well done. Here we have altar, which is wonderful. A sacred devotion, a worship skin deep rising from the ash, the waters you keep. I'm not going to read them all, he says, and then I've read the first two. Ancestors, love this image. Apples. To taste one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. Oh, look at that. Banshee. Wow. This deck is fantastic. Bat, invoke the power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. And you've heard me say many times, I'm not huge on Oracle, but I like this. I really like this as a tool to work with at a particular Sabbath. We have Black Cat, Broom, what dreams may come from what you seek, make room, make way, a clearing need be. Candle magic. We have Cauldron. Coming of winter. Yep, the next Sabbath is Yule. Crystals and herbs. Dark moon. In the dark of your heart lives new breath, waiting for you to release its ghost. We read that, didn't we, when we looked at the book? Divination. Take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. Elders. Loving the artwork in this deck. This is a fantastic oracle. We have the elements, each represented. The fiery wand here, the cup, watery, very earthy, and then the wispy kind of air. Brilliant. Frog, one of the familiars. Graveyard. Greet the darkness. Here where the spine bends and the mouth quivers, breathes the hidden, the pieces that make you whole, but cut deep with all of their sharp edges. Grief. Haunted, that's like the backs. Healer, wow, look at her third eye. Intuition. Journey, love this snaking path through the woods. Mischief. Nature spirits. Oh, that's beautiful. Owl. Behold sight, O ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkest of places if one dares to open their eyes. We have to look and seek the magic. potions and spells, protection, pumpkin, rebirth. There's death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painless. It's a mighty rising, O flame resurrected. Reflection. Ritual. Rooted. We have seduction. Silence. There is a sweet embrace in the nothingness stillness brings, a presence of self fully embodied. That's very true. We have spider. She looks like a Nancy. Third harvest. Transformation. Underworld. The veil. Voices. Witch. And wolf. They are Elle and Shane. Wolf meets witch. They're together. I love this deck. Everything about it. The packaging, the presentation, the book, the artwork, the information you get on the cards. This is a really nice deck. I'm very excited too that this is one of 8. You know, one of 8 Sabbats that is going to be represented. So I'll be looking out for the others. I hope that they've got them all ready to go and they're going to release them all on each Sabbat and we're not waiting years and years, but it's understandable as well if there is a bit of a wait. Just give them another little bit of a shuffle. We have nature spirits. So we need to work with the nature spirits. On your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. Let's have a look for some keywords for us to ponder. 26. So the keywords is sacred and playfulness. Nature spirits are fun, silly little things who enjoy laughter and a bit of mischief. They are connected to the freedom of expression and know that life is meant to be enjoyed, even amongst the chaos. The sacredness of nature spirits is not generally acknowledged. So that's just a little bit from the book. All right, guys, well, thank you for watching. Have you seen this deck? Have you bought it for this Samhain? I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I think it's a wonderful little deck. And as I said, not expensive at all. And well done, Rockpool, because the quality of this product for its price is fantastic. So I'm really impressed. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.